How's it good? Good. Alright, make sure this time for today. My name's Grayson. Because he's been saying they take a player or something. And this was in the complete make sure this time. I'm working in this caping. Also, there was a creating this character about sometimes. You about to make sure this time. Brahma, that was you. At this time with your friends with each other. Look at that. Look at these friends. And this guy's over here with something friends. No worries. I'll hear something from today and rest. So it's sometimes all day long. But look at that. But Owen and Raddy is cool, right? So the Gray is very cool. His being look like you're doing the other season one. See that? look at these are all characters in the natural characters. About the Santy, the Tseh, and more. And it's something the characters. And from the Clukr, sometimes all the characters. But you know Scotty and the whole variant characters in the ground. Also, ground is in the characters activity. Sometimes I'm making escaping because it started lasting. Sometimes the music, every more because I like some music. Every time make sure this time, but I have a sometimes a shows at this time, but it doesn't work. I can't believe it sometimes, but it doesn't make no sense. But hold on, there's not any disaster. Also, let me explain from today. But I show you to me, but it sometimes get better. Also, there's nothing to talk about. At this time all the time. And sometimes we never get move on. Sometimes we'll be together. Also, there's nothing fun to be when we talk about each other. And also things wasn't. And because we're living in the front today wasn't all day wrong. And sometimes problems. I don't even think about it. Yeah, I'm covering too much. So it's sometimes fun today. But it wasn't nothing to talk about, wasn't huge. But also things wasn't and to talk about. But which means the front today there was every chance after all because it's the same thing. We'll have a big game friends together and start Pulis. We'll be friends together. We'll have sometimes a big game friends with anyone. But you anyone. But I'm a big game friends with you and anyone this together. And sometimes including your friends together. Also but you're with your students, I think. With your student. But it's gonna hear something where it was. But no worries. We get arrested before. Look, I've never seen this before. I've never seen it like that. But I've never seen this candy before. But it wasn't. It'd be fun. But look, I haven't been fun before. But you're all this still having fun. So it's sometimes you keep doing. But we lost. That means explain on yourself. By the way, I have a sometimes in the explain on yourself. But I don't explain it from it. But also things it doesn't make no sense. And sometimes I never get more wrong. We have operator option. It starts with having the sometimes from today, but there's nothing they're gonna tell them what to do. But also things wasn't all day wrong. But I have show you to you, I have an idea. So it's sometimes we never get move on. Also things wasn't. We have the same things going on here, and the ticket clear, but sometimes that I'm almost declare, and also things wasn't. And you know more from today. But we think about each other who debated the from this character, but also things. Brahma, you debated two villains characters between Brud and Mations. Brud was debated on the drop off, and Mations got killed by Roof. But because recapituration, yeah, you are a perfect hero. Because you're better than Brud and Mations. Yeah, we have no. But let me know, Brud and Mations sucks. Yeah, screw Brud and screw Mations. Also, and that was some. And Yambo, you Davina Ganani aka get a custom kit. And sometimes every more Kazaba. Also, you throw a stick and a drop off because it's going deadly well. And screw Ganani aka get a custom kit. Yeah. No more freedom no more villains characters. No more Brud, no more minor Siamo, and no more Ganani aka getting the custom kit. So sometimes we never get move on. Also, Brud Brud and Ganani aka getting the custom kit. We have something being arrested sometimes. The two of them get arrested. But minor Simon got killed by Wolf out of the secret place. Yeah. Also, Brud is the worst character of Sprunki Retake. It's sometimes we get move on. Minor Simon and Ganani aka get a custom kit is worst YouTuber ever. You know? Sometimes time to get move on. Sometimes we need something, but it will. Just kidding. There's nothing wrong time, is it? It doesn't work. Sometimes what is it? Anytime, because it's the same thing. From today, I'll show you to you our reason why. Because it's going to be very particularly fine because of it. Your guy's a hero. Sometimes make sure this time cause of that. Also, there's nothing what you gotta do this time, you know. First of all, it's sometimes, and they never get more fun to be together. Second of all, there's every chance of all being wrong will be together sometimes. But every chance, repeat of ourselves, don't be screwed every this time. And we get more fun. But, which means, talk about each other. Give me, talk to each other about the music. Great to see that and then talking about Grayson. But if you from today make sure this time, but also things wasn't. If you from today make sure of it. Me and Leeandro will be dividing 300 villain characters together. But sometimes me and the Divina two villains characters, including Brud and Minor Siamo, and Leeandro will Divina Ganani aka get a custom kit. Sometimes me and Leeandro will way better than Brud, Mother Siamo, and Ganani aka get a custom kit. So Brud is a drop off on the cliff, and Mother Simon got killed by Wolf, and Ganani aka get a custom kit and a drop off on the cliff. Also, there's not really what they gotta do now in history, I'll be well. But also things wasn't. Don't be screwed. Amy tried in the chance, but it's not at all. Make sure this time, but from today, make sure of it this time it wasn't fun. Also, make sure this time, cause of that, I have again to move on from today, but I would stop rushing. And this time and then time, make sure of it. Also, wasn't any, but sometimes we never again move on. Anytime this time, make sure. Also, things wasn't from today. Alright. Things about in this part of this movie. Things about in part 1 and 7. Make sure in the next film about anytime is this part. Okay. Next part in the next year. Anytime a chance. Also, I make sure this time cause of that, it's me same thing, you know? Alright. Make sure this time and then I'll never get move on, I never seen today. But, alright. Let's start the music and move on. We got it very quietly.